People talk about my having won season one only because I was the only one playing. I don't know if I'd even argue with the idea that I was the only one playing. Certainly in the beginning, that's true. I do think once people realized I'd built an alliance and that their team, the other team, or other people's perspective of alliances being unethical or other things were starting to be overcome in their minds, some of the participants tried to start playing. But I don't think they ever got the traction that would have been necessary to do well. I'd been playing from before we landed on the island, before we even got off the boat. So that is true that I was playing against participants who weren't playing. But why was I playing and they weren't? What is it about me that enabled me to figure out what play was necessary? What is it about me that enabled me to decide how to play, even though I was playing and ready to play? Those are the things that I argue make me a good, if not great, Survivor player and would make me one today. And I think most people, particularly the naysayers who think, oh, I was just lucky because it was the first one, would get to see those qualities that enabled me to figure out what was necessary before all those other people did, and watch me figure out what's necessary now with new twists and new situations and new players. I don't think I'd be at any disadvantage. In fact, I think when people talk about the pace of the game today compared with the pace of the game then, I think only the most sophisticated viewers understand that I was playing then, no matter who my opponents were, at the pace of the game that was necessary. And at that pace at which I was playing in my head, having never seen the game before, having no real knowledge of exactly how it would unfold, is very similar, if not the same, as the pace these winners in season 40 are saying is happening there now. Many of them are talking about, wow, this game is whipping past me, it's taking twists and turns, it's a very fast-paced game. In season 1, it felt as if I were on a roller coaster and the winds were whipping in the midst of a hurricane. The twists, the turns, the thoughts, the pace was, for me, in the environment where there was no pattern, no show that I'd been able to watch, no understanding of what might come necessary, just as fast-paced as would be necessary in a new environment today. So I don't buy your argument, naysayers, that I wouldn't be prepared to play well. I would do well because I have experience doing well in just as fast a pace, as new an environment as anyone might argue is today's Survivor game.